And I apologize if I'm going to be a little bit cancerous for the first bit. My children are supposed to be going to bed.
I literally just went live as you said that.
Oh. Oh, I guess we're live.
Hello.
Take two? Take two?
Yep. Take two.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the shit show. I've been gone for a week, which, that's usually the thing you hear at the beginning of one of those crazy, what the fuck are they called? The annoying teenagers that are feminists with the bright pink hair and shit. They feel it necessary to tell you that they've been gone like you haven't noticed, but you people probably actually haven't noticed that I've been gone.
No.
I did.
Well,
Don't lie. Just
they
admit
put. Well, they also.
I know.
Well, they also put me on new meds, so I'm a little, so I'm a little buzzy today. So who here besides me knows who Gene Wilder is?
Me.
Oh, I know him.
Okay, well, so apparently he died while I was gone, and I think that it's one of those things that nobody really expected, because I know a lot of people that really thought he was already dead. And I don't know why. Like, that's one of those things that people would normally say, this is a big deal, The first freaking Willy Wonka dies, and nobody really mentions it.
Everybody was mentioning it. Just see on Twitter, like...
It was trending.
Yeah, over 100,000 tweets.
Well, to be fair, I am officially no longer going to put my faith in trends on Twitter because apparently, and I say apparently because I don't want people to actually go find this because it was horrible. A guy went and bought a McChicken. Now keep in mind, a McChicken is breaded and fried. So he bought and filmed himself screwing a McChicken.
Sounds entertaining, actually.
That sounds satisfying.
I don't think it would be the worst thing that I've seen on the internet.
No, I've seen worse involving a high heel and a dick.
Yeah, I think you showed that to me, and I am scarred.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure I want to ask, but now I have to ask. What?
She could show it on your channel, but then your channel will be shut down.
Let's not show it on my channel. It clearly has a dick in it. But since you decided to mention it, Funny, why don't you explain it?
You know what, like, a stiletto heel is?
Yes, I know what a stiletto heel is. I also know what a crushing video is, but continue.
Do you know what a urethra is?
Yes, I know what the urethra is.
Would you believe one could hold a stiletto heel?
Depends on the stiletto and the person's tolerance for pain.
Well,
the bitch jams it in.
Okay, that isn't what I expected. I expected a crushing video.
Nope, she jams the heel in.
Oh, I'm sure there's crushing too, but...
Yeah, there is crushing too, later in the video.
Crushing and twisting and damaging.
And stomping.
Oh, stomping.
Okay, let's change the topic. Like, I'm actually...
And then stabbing.
You guys do realize I might be a little bit of a shitlord, but I'm also a normie, right?
Jesus! It's the patriarchy.
No, like, I actually watch NCIS.
Again.
And silence comes over the room.
Oh, okay, I don't get the reference. Why is NCIS relevant?
Network TV.
Dude, I've watched the Bernie Mac show, okay?
I haven't watched TV since 2012 because I'm that fucking woke.
That fucking woke.
I didn't think this was some sort of fucking competition there.
Oh, no, it is, 'cause
What?
I made it one, you fucking cunt.
Oh, really? Don't you call me a whiny cunt. I'll have to do a video about that.
Oh gosh, no. The battle of the nutty versus the pippy.
Yep.
Hey, nuts can clog a toilet.
Yeah, but unless you put it down my hole and then I'll fucking sharpen it.
Oh. Oh.
That went where it was not supposed to go.
Instant mine to the gutter.
Isn't it past your bedtime already?
Oh, hell no. Screw you. Well, not yet.
Oh, god damn it! I completely forgot what the hell I was gonna bring up after Willy Wonka death. Oh yeah.
Would you like your channel back, Orange?
Oh no, go ahead. Just you two keep talking. I'm just gonna keep laughing at the horrors that you people managed to come up with. Why the hell? What? Chris Brown has been arrested for assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Apparently, police got called to his what's it called? His mansion in. The place had a hilarious name. What the hell was the name again? TMZ broke this. I don't know why TMZ does anything, but I think it was Zamamba or Zamimba or something like that.
Zimbabwe?
No, it wasn't Zimbabwe. Woman calls 911 requesting for help near Chris Brown's. Tarzana. Oh, how is that a place?
So
yeah, apparently
it's the home of the Monkey Man?
Yeah, I was thinking a well-treated area.
Well, it is Chris Brown.
Well.
Nobody got the racism in that statement, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Oh no, I did. I just thought we all got it and didn't laugh.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you...
Yeah. Well, admittedly, I am lame.
Does that make you feel better?
McDonald's fry cook retires after 32 years. That makes me feel better.
Don't click it. Don't click it.
I already know why the McChicken was trending. Trump's modeling agency hired undocumented models. So freaking what? Okay. I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out why. Okay. Marco Rubio hardly wins primary in Florida Senate race. Carlos Baruff? What the hell is Carlos Baruff? Anybody? Anybody know who Carlos Baruff is?
Castro Joe?
Castrato.
Hold on, just keep talking.
I am talking like this is the best. Hawaii braces for hurricane set to come dangerously close. Brock Turner gets early release after sexual assault conviction. Hope Solo was fuming about... Hope Solo? Really? Fuming about her suspension from U.S. soccer. How is it she has, like, a Star Wars character's last name?
I know, when I first heard that, I thought that was like a rip-off of Han Solo, and that was his long-lost twin sister.
Oh, Jesus, that face. Holy crap. She is strong with the dark side of the soccer with that face. Jesus. The soccer star was being filmed by a documentary crew when she learned of her suspension and termination by the U.S. Soccer Federation in the light of comments she made following the U.S. team's loss to Sweden in the Olympics. I want to know. I want to know what she said. 17 fucking years and it's over. Yeah. Okay, so this is apparently what she said. For 17 years, I dedicated my life to U.S. women's national team and did the job of a pro athlete the only way I knew how, with passion, tenacity, and an unrelenting commitment to be the best goalkeeper in the world. Not just for my country, but to elevate the sport for the next generation of female athletes. In those commitments, I have never wavered, and with so much more to give, I am saddened by the Federation's decision to terminate my contract. I could not be the player I am without being the person I am, even when I haven't made the best choices or said the right things. My entire career, I have only wanted the best for the team, for the players in the women's game, and I will continue to pursue these causes with the same unrelenting passion with which I play the game. Okay. So what the fuck did she say?
That the
Notable
competition were cowards.
Oh, wow.
I think
That is
the
the spelling error of the century. Notable cunts and roster news from around the NFL. I'm looking at the. There's an N in this. It's notable cunts. God damn it, Coldplay.
I don't know what to even say.
Yeah.
I specifically blame you for this, Fuddy. Coldplay remembers Gene Wilder with Pure Imagination cover.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Nothing?
I have absolutely no words for that. I have no words. So does anybody else, can anybody else think of something interesting to talk about? Because I'm an awful host and can think of nothing.
Penis.
I'm just browsing through.
What?
You're browsing through penis.
Oh, I'm not. I even checked. I'm not screen sharing.
Yeah, you're not screen sharing because you're too scared that you'll get him banned.
Well,
Buddy.
I could show a picture of the
Fuddy,
Diva Cup for him.
no, I don't want to know
Would you
what
like
the
that?
Diva Cup is.
Oh,
No,
but I can Google
I
it.
still don't know.
I can Google and share.
I don't know if I want to know, but since we have absolutely nothing going on right now, let's go ahead and get a live reaction to what exactly a Diva Cup is.
Oh,
Oh, I don't exactly know what a Diva Cup is either.
Oh, dual reaction. All right, Fuddy, you brought it up, so bring it up. What do you got here? And
All right.
for the love of God, Google it first and then
I'm
share.
Googling
Don't-
it now.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, Google it first and then share. Look at the image before you pull it up. Don't make the Pippi mistake and just share it with us, and then we scroll down and see old lady nip. I'm sorry, that was absolutely hilarious. Jesus, we actually have 3 viewers. 2 of them is you people, isn't it? Oh,
I'm
okay.
not. Who's all there?
And yet, I have no idea. Nobody's in the chat. I just see at the bottom right-hand side it says we have 3 viewers. What are you people doing with your lives?
Well, maybe they're curious on what the Diva Cup is.
Okay. Let's find out what the Diva Cup is. I'm honestly slightly horrified to know. I'm not sure that this is something that is Pippi appropriate.
Here we go.
Oh, anything's Pippi appropriate as long as it's not from DeviantArt.
Well, no.
Oh,
Pippi,
speaking of...
you know, Pippi's a girl, and I'm sure she's somewhat through puberty,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
it could be appropriate.
okay, buddy.
Okay, first I go to their page.
Hang
how
on,
it works.
Let me freaking click on your face so it shares your crap. Okay, there we go. Okay.
You might want to
Okay.
present it to everybody.
Aren't I doing? I'm sharing.
Click the
I'm
arrow.
sure there's a. Okay, there's a button. There is a button. Okay,
That's a
it's
button.
presenting to everyone. We've put together some simple
simple-
and easy to follow directions to make your Diva Cup experience as comfortable as the cup is to wear. Okay.
Please note, this is a condensed version of the user
Of the
full
user guide?
version. With
You can
purchase of the
pur-
Diva Cup. You can download it here. I don't know if I want to click that.
Top rim of the cup.
Something tells me I just don't want a user manual for a Diva Cup on my computer.
No.
Okay.
Triangle.
Step 1.
Makes the-
Fold.
Top rim much smaller to insert.
Uh,
Jeez. None of this explains what this actually is.
well, you know how women always complain about having
Wait,
to pay
wait,
tax
wait.
on menstrual periods, right?
Hang on,
So
hang
let's
on.
go to step 2.
Is this a pad?
Oh no,
hang on.
it's worse than a pad. Yeah?
Just to say, inserting the Diva Cup too high in the vaginal canal may cause leaks and may also make removal more difficult. What is this? Visit our All Things Period page for a brief overview on vaginal anatomy. Oh, funny. Why?
Hold the folded sides firmly in place between your thumb and forefinger so that the curved edge is facing away from your palm.
Oh
or
my
so
God!
that the
It has
stem
to
is
be
facing your palm.
emptied, washed, and reinserted.
Ew.
In
Oh.
a comfortable position and with
Oh.
vaginal muscles relaxed.
Wait,
Separate
what?
the labia with your free hand.
No.
Then
Okay, no.
push
No
the
more.
curved
No more.
edge.
I don't want to know.
I do. Shut up.
Okay, shutting up.
Why did you have to say that, Pippi?
Because I want you to suffer with me.
Push the curved edge of the folded Diva Cup. I'm surprised I don't have a trademark sign there. Horizontally into the vaginal opening so that the tip of the stem is no further than ½ inch, 1.27 centimeters, into the vagina. Insert the vaginal canal may cause leaks and may also make removal for difficult, whatever. Something bad.
Don't know where your vagina is? Visit this page.
Should
I
we
get the
visit
feeling-
that page?
No, don't you dare click on all things, period. I don't want to know.
You already know where it is, you fucking virgin.
Grip the base of the cup
Okay, the moment you said
and
grip
turn the cup one full rotation, 360 degrees in either direction.
Rotate it in there.
Or insert the cup about halfway. Turn the cup one full rotation, then push it horizontally the rest of the way.
Just kind
The
of
Diva
wiggle it
Cup
around
must
and shove it in
rotate
there. apparently.
easily and ensures that it's fully open and positioned
Fully
horizontally towards your tailbone.
Your tail. Make sure it's spread toward your ass.
To remove, pull gently on the stem of the Diva Cup until you can reach the base of the cup. Pinch the base of the cup and continue to pull down to remove it. After the cup has been removed, empty the contents in the toilet. Wash the Diva Cup well with warm water and the Diva Wash, a mild, unscented, water-based, oil-free soap, and reinsert. When do you empty it?
Right back in there. No.
The Diva Cup must be emptied, washed, reinserted at least 2 times a day, twice in a 24-hour period, in case you didn't know what 2 times a day meant, and can be worn overnight without concern of leaking. Most women need only empty in the morning and again in the evening. By monitoring the fullness of the cup over a couple of cycles, you'll quickly learn how often to empty it in accordance to your specific needs. Most women find that the cup is not even half full after 12 hours. For those with heavier flows, the cup simply empties more often. And right
Just-
there's what
what
the
is it?
Diva Cup looks like. Oh,
It
that's
looks like-
horrible.
it looks like a
That looks like-
suction cup.
It probably is.
Oh,
Oh God, it is.
Hold on.
oh, it is a suction cup. Oh, Omegon's gonna see this and start fapping to it.
Uh,
Oh,
Luna
Luna
Pet.
Pads.
No, why more?
okay.
Can virgins use the Diva Cup? Oh my God, these actual questions. We're going through
What?
the questions. We're
No.
going through the questions.
Okay.
We're finding at least a couple of these.
Conversions use the Diva.
What is a Diva Cup? The Diva Cup is a small, internally worn silicone cup that collects rather than absorbs your menstrual fluid. It is folded and inserted in the vagina and sits lower at the base of the vaginal canal. It is worn internally, but because it's soft and smooth, it cannot be felt, nor will it leak when inserted. Ugh.
This really looks like somebody just took like the end of a breast pump and just shoved it inside themselves to see if it would work.
Not even that. It looks like something that. It looks like some kind of weird pacifier.
Actually, am I the only real asshole here? Because if you saw that at some random's household, wouldn't it be fun to drill a hole in the tip?
Just poke holes in it.
Oh God, Orange! Check how many people are watching.
2?
Oh,
Oh, we lost one?
Why?
actually, that was me.
Oh. I don't care. What are the environmental benefits?
The environmental benefits. Okay.
More
Worldwide.
plastic.
Worldwide, billions of pads and tampons are disposed of annually, filling the landfill space and letting the
God.
harmful bleaches and dioxins to absorb in the soil. Whatever. Disposable pads and tampons are also #1 product that gets washed up on beaches, using the impact on the globe.
Which side should I choose? Size 1 for those under 30 years old who have never delivered vaginally, and size 2 for those over 30 years old and who have delivered vaginally.
What if you're just
Oh
a
my
huge
God.
slut?
Size 2?
What if you just took a lot of dick?
We recommend size 2 if you're over 30 or over 30 years old, because we age, our hips naturally widen, and the vaginal muscles lose elasticity. Because the vaginal muscles hold the Diva Cup in place. Oh my God, it is a suction cup. It is important to use size 2 if you're over 30, even if you have not had childbirth. Oh, now accepting PayPal.
Wait, how much does
Can
it?
you-
$40.
$40. Can the Diva Cup become stuck? It is. Oh, what the hell? Oh God, what
Sorry.
have you done?
Infonaut.
Dear
Oh.
Diva Cup diary.
There.
Oh my God.
Okay. It's highly unlikely that the Diva Cup will become quote unquote stuck because the vagina is only roughly 4 to 5 inches long. If it moves up and becomes harder to reach, simply push down or bear down with your stomach muscles. Similar to taking a shit. Reach inside and pull on the stem until you can reach the base of the cup.
You just
God, this
shit
sounds-
out.
Holy fuck.
This sounds like the ball in a cup commercial from Family Guy. Simply push down on your stomach muscles to reach inside your vagina and pull the stem until you can reach the base of the cup.
Oh.
Squeeze the base of the cup to release the suction. It is a suction cup.
That sounds like. Oh God,
Oh.
tentacle porn.
Can virgins use the Diva Cup?
Use.
Physically, the Diva Cup is suitable for people of all ages, as the vagina is made up of very flexible tissue and muscles. It's ideal for those who are not very active, such as swimmers.
Who
Oh, wait.
are very
Those that are very active. Swimmers and gymnasts who are looking for more reliable method other than tampons or pads. For those concerned about the hymen, please consult your physician before you use any internal menstrual product. As for all other gynecological whatever concerns, we suggest you consult.
gynecological.
Yeah, whatever. We suggest you consult your physician. Everyone is unique, and there are many variables. Please read and understand all the FAQs, and consult with your physician and parent or guardian. This will make you an informed. Hey, Pippi, you said that you have a voice recorder now.
Yes?
I double dog dare you to
No,
ask
God,
your
no.
dad his advice on the Diva Cup.
No,
And
don't
record
do
it.
Don't
the
do
audio.
that. Don't do
I
that.
double dog dare you.
Can I just point out that, like, this sounds like the worst thing ever?
Oh no.
Can I wear the Diva Cup
no,
at
this sounds
night?
like something Cthulhu
Absolute.
would do. Not.
The Diva Cup can be worn for up to 12 hours. Just say it in a really aggressive voice. The Diva Cup can warm up to 12 hours before emptying, washing, and reinserting. This is just horrible sounding. Can it be used for heavy flow? Will it leak? Not if you established a proper seal upon insertion.
Oh, what did you just post, Pippi?
It's a vaginal suction cup.
Oh, I can't
Red
believe
is
you
gonna.
just-
Red is gonna kill me. Diva Cup
Roller
kit
shit
with
posting.
teeny panty liners. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's
Oh.
almost $70. And they have a
Oh,
deluxe
what the
version.
fuck? They have kits?
Yes. Yes, they apparently have kit with thong panty liners.
Okay, if you're wearing this cup and it does not leak, why do you need the panty liner?
No, go right below that. Can I wear the Diva Cup during intercourse?
What?
Ew.
How does that even make it on an FAQ?
No, the Diva Cup is bell-shaped and worn low near the vaginal opening.
No,
making
if one thing's in a
intercourse
vagina,
uncomfortable.
no, if one thing's in a vagina, another thing cannot enter at the same time.
Who asked that?
It's like a bathroom with only. It's like a very, very tiny bathroom. Only one can shit in it at a time.
Oh.
The Diva Cup
Can
is
you
not
have
a
anal
birth
sex
control
and take a shit at the same time?
prevention. Technically, you can, but it's not a pleasant
Ew,
experience.
ew. No, let's not go there.
How do I use it in a public restroom? How do I insert the Diva Cup? Oh, it's just like sticking a plunger in there. You just shove it in and go.
I was thinking more like one of those old style quarter turn ball drains or whatever. Because remember, you had to insert it, then twist it a full turn or whatever.
No, you're sticking a trophy up your ass.
See? Turn the cup one full rotation.
No, I see that my worries about this being a horrifying experience were well founded.
Hey, Diva Cup accessories.
Oh god.
Oh, the Diva Wash thing, the thing that it cleans it.
The Diva Wash, the Perry
Yeah, you-
bottle, the Wissy wipes.
Wissy?
You do.
Is that what they call it these days?
Oh my god,
The
they
Perry
have
bottle?
reviews. Is there a way we can read the reviews?
They have reviews? Where do you see
Apparently.
reviews?
Look at the
Underneath.
thing.
5 stars,
reviews.
all of them. They have to be fake. Come on, man.
I
At
don't
least
know.
one of
We
them
will
is fake.
find out.
2 reviews.
I'm
Subscribe to
trying.
our newsletter. Why do they have a newsletter?
Orange, what's
Reviews
your
right
email
there
address?
next to details. No. That's my email
Awesome.
address. The best wash ever. Oh, this isn't even for the Diva Cup.
Yeah, it's for
Okay.
the wash.
This is for the wash. Actually, go to the Diva Cup itself.
Yeah, I'll go up to those kits.
Can I point out that I'm entirely too interested in this now, just because it's funny?
Do you want the one with panty liners or without?
Go with the deluxe Diva kit with thong panty liners. There's no. Go to next to that
No,
one. Yeah,
there's
the one
that
with 4 reviews.
But there's only 4 reviews on that one.
Yeah, go to the one you're on
It's
now.
4 stars.
4 stars with 4 reviews. I've got to know, because there's no way that this isn't going to be awful.
63 $4.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's American dollars too.
Oh my God, they have different designs of the fabric. There's the reviews, right next to additional info. Okay.
Diva
In
and Africa.
2007, I went to Africa for the first time, and I found it almost impossible to find tampons or pads that had small amounts of trash. I finally found a non-applicator tampon, but was still forced into lugging that trash around with me until I found a place to put my trash. It was a horrible experience that I never wished to go on any girl or woman on her period. After I came home, I looked for many years for a product that would work for me while in Africa. If you were already out of Africa, why did you start looking only after you left? It wasn't till this year that I found it. The Diva Cup is perfect. There's no trash, which is great for when you are in the bush of Africa or in Africa's bush. And it is so easy to use. I love this product, and I'm so glad it was introduced to me.
This shit's been on the
repeat
market for over
purchases.
10 years.
But wait, how did she wash that thing in Africa? There's no water or clean.
She just spits in it a few times and then
Hey.
empties it out.
Monkeys can do amazing things.
Wait, what? Please tell me that's not in one of the reviews. Can I?
No, that was your racist joke from earlier that no one
I'm
laughed
aware
at.
it is. I have to point out the fact that this is literally leaking blood into a cup and then emptying it out. I'm not sure this is much better than free bleeding.
I think it's the same, except you can keep your pants on.
Young question mark? Maybe not for you.
What?
You got that one.
Excited about the Diva Cup, and therefore really disappointed when it arrived, and it was much larger than I expected. It is much wider than a regular tampon, and although I've tried many times to adjust it, it's just way too uncomfortable every time. It's still like a good idea, but maybe after I have children, if I still own it by then, I'll be able to use it. Also, the thong panty liners I received, even though I ordered normal panty liners, it basically just felt
A felt
Just
with a snap on.
felt-
Yeah.
felt with a snap on. Okay, that's not what I thought that S word was.
Felt with a strap on. Not worth the extra money at all. Basically, I'm just out $60. I regret buying it and would not recommend it to a friend. Is this... Why?
I gotta stop sharing here.
Oh no! Wait! It had a leave a review. Should totally put a 1-star on there and just write a review that says "didn't fit up my ass."
Okay, I will in a second. Just hold on.
Tentacle.
It does seem something really kinky and Japanesey. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
No, I mean the suction cup. What else
Here
is
you
the
go.
suction cup?
Here you go. I'm sharing again. And where was this review?
Oh god.
Right there, write your own review. You're reviewing the Diva Cup? How do you rate this product?
Okay. Who don't I like right now? What's a
Bundy.
good name? Yeah, but I like him and he knows my real identity.
Just put Omegon on there. It didn't help me get sandwiches made. Yes!
Okay, remind me to show this to Omegon later.
No, Omegon, no sandwich. For you. Summary of your view. Didn't get me sandwiches. Oh, God. Bought this with no sandwich. I bought this for my wife, and she didn't only... Okay. She didn't only not make me a sandwich. She... Crying. She left the house crying about tentacle monsters. We are awful people.
Yep. Oh, and prove you're not a robot. Prove you're not my robot daddy.
I will.
I actually have refrained from calling him that many a time. Tippy's robot dad.
Yeah.
Newfangled sex toys.
I hope he doesn't get mad that I used his name.
I think he'll be proud of this. Please tell me it doesn't make you not. Please tell me this gets reviewed. Please tell me it gets on there. Scroll down. Oh, it's been accepted for moderation. Damn it. It's never going to get on there. But just putting it on there was enough of an effort. We officially have the same content as the Let's Play channel right now.
The same content as what?
A Let's Play channel?
I'm really curious if that got into... if I hit screenshot before the screen actually changed. I'm going to go to that other server that we're in and see if it did. No, it did not.
Oh, well.
Did anyone get a screenshot?
I've got nothing about nothing, man. Oh my god.
You'll have to watch the video and find out.
We've got to come up with a different topic. I think we've spoken about the Diva Cup enough.
Oh, come on. It's only been half hour on
I
menstrual
gotta go.
products.
Later, Pippi.
Later.
Good night.
Oh, what do we have? Gooby. Okay, that's Danger Dolan shit. Something about the Pimp Monk show. Yeah, man, like.
Hey, tell me if you know who this guy is. I'm typing him in the side chat.
Yeah, I know who Danny is.
Mind if I invite him or no?
I have no idea what I would be able to talk to him about, but go ahead. I don't care.
Carbon tax. I have no idea if he will.
I don't even know what the hell a carbon tax is. You think I'd pay enough attention to that crap? Oh, I have been scarred by the internet too many times to know what anything about taxes other than what is required of me by the state.
Carbon tax is you get taxed anything that is that burns. So gasoline, natural gas, wood, coal, propane, etc.
Is that why my charcoal went up in price?
Probably.
Well, I smoke a hookah, right? And part of the logistics of a hookah is covered in like a metallic foil, and it's not aluminum because that'd kill me, but it's some kind of foil that you put on top, and then you put charcoal on top, and then it lights like a cigarette, and that's how it burns. Not that anybody need an instruction manual on what the hell a hookah is, but yeah, they recently went up in price. Like weirdly a lot, because they used to be about 99 cents a pack, but now they're like $2, $3 a pack.
Hold on. Just copying this link.
Now that Pippi's headed out, you could actually just drop the link into the Skype chat if you wanted.
Oh no, Danny's coming in.
Yeah, I just don't. And I just didn't invite a whole bunch of people at first because
who knows what's gonna go on.
More out of a courtesy for Pippi.
Oh yeah, I always forget that she doesn't really like big crowds.
Yeah, the bigger the group, the more likely she is to drop out early, and you know it's always interesting to talk to Pippi because she's one of the more impressive shitlords in the group.
Why? Because she can traumatize every one of us. Hey, Danny.
It had been
Hello.
10 years. I've never spoken to you, but hello, Danny.
Hello. You are the. Or I haven't spoken to you either. You are the orange, I presume.
I am the Orange, also known as Minister Orange. Yeah.
I just got an invite from Ferdinand Air here.
Yeah. Yeah, Fuddy's cool.
Yeah.
Not exactly the most popular show on YouTube, I assure you of that, but we have ran out of topics after he decided to traumatize me with the Diva Cup, so...
The Diva Cup?
Yes, the Diva Cup.
Okay, I have no idea what that is, but it sounds interesting.
You really? Okay, I'll give you a condensed version.
Okay.
That a girl uses when she's on her period. She's got to shove it in her, twist it a full turn, and then lean over, and it collects all the menstrual goodies.
It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a suction cup that somebody just shoves into their vagina. It's traumatizing in its own way.
Sounds great, man. That's excellent. I'm glad I came in here.
This is going to be another bearing incident.
Orange didn't know what carbon tax was.
I did not. I know now, sort of.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if Ferdinand was explaining it to you. I don't know how accurate that would be. Anti-carbon tax man here. It's like, yeah.
Well, let's hear your explanation, because it probably is a better explanation than mine.
It's a tax on carbon.
Tanks on carbon.
Well, that's
Yeah.
really it. Like the idea is that instead of governments at the moment do all kinds of incentives and shit to try and transition us to sustainable energy and all that sort of thing, but the government really doesn't know shit about shit. So it's not a particularly good idea to get the government to come up with the strategy
right back.
for reducing the amount of carbon dioxide put into the atmosphere. So if you want to do that, the better way seems to be to just price releasing carbon into the atmosphere. So you have to pay a certain amount to release carbon into our atmosphere, and then the businesses are incentivized to start reducing the amount that they put into the atmosphere and coming up with ways to let citizens reduce the amount that they put into the atmosphere. Just let the market take care of it instead of getting the government to try to come up with a way on their own.
Yeah. So
that is the essential idea.
So in the concept, it could be similar to like the weird going green tax credits that you could you used to be able to companies were incentivized to get, like if they're
kind of. Well, the problem with that is the going green thing. It's the metric for it is how many sort of sustainable types of energy I believe that they use, and there's a whole lot of criteria for it, and that is still getting the government to figure out how they reduce carbon emissions. It doesn't really matter fucking how they do it, just that they do it, and if the best solution is not going to be come up with by a bunch of bureaucrats. It's going to be come up with by people whose livelihood depends on them coming up with a solution.
Yeah. Yeah, that is actually a much more concise explanation than Fuddy gave. He just said, things that burn, yeah, this is the tax on things that burn.
Things that burn. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it does have, and this is, I know when we talked about it, I was pretty liquored there, Danny, but he did bring up a couple points, and I can concede that I'm on the same page as the merit of it, but not the where they put it in place.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it's kind of like feminism.
I know that I think feminism is never good. So
you can agree with the merits on it.
No, I can't.
On first wave feminism?
Yeah, no, fuck that shit.
No voting.
No, I agree with voting, but it's like, I mean, that's like saying that the Nazis did a lot of good things for the German people. There was still a supremacist movement. They did legitimately do good things for the German people, but that doesn't, just because not everything that a movement does is awful doesn't mean that it's not a supremacist movement.
It's not necessarily a bad idea, but in its implementation became far worse than it probably should have ever been.
No, I reckon feminism is bad in its basic idea.
I was trying to say. No, the one thing that I don't know if I got across, though, is there just isn't the other sustainable resources to switch to.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's true, but even, I mean, if that's the case, well, then fuck, we're just going to have to use less. I mean, I don't think that is the case. I think that we've got plenty of technology to get around that, but if that is the case, that we don't have a sustainable method of producing this amount of energy, well, we're just going to have to produce less energy, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm pretty sure that we as a society have the ability to come up with a form of alternative energy, but only in the situation of we have to. Because right now we don't have to. And because of that, there's no urgency to it, so everybody's taking it way too relaxed.
Yeah, well, we don't even have an incentive to do it. Like, forget have to. There's no reason for anyone, with the exception of the government programs already in place, there's no reason for anyone to take any steps towards reducing the amount of carbon emissions.
Yeah.
Except for, humanitarian ones.
Yeah, the mass heat death of the planet.
I don't know. I think there would be an incentive. Like, I'd rather than carbon tax have the government give incentives out, such as tax credits to corporations that want to develop the energy in the first place. And then once that energy's started to be developed and implemented, that's when the carbon tax should come in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to put this on a government's shoulders.
I disagree. I don't think that you're necessarily going to be able to get the government to come up with a reasonable solution. I don't.
Ow. Sorry.
Why
Use
do
my
you trust the
hand.
government so much?
I don't. But either way, it's the government putting their hands in industry pockets.
Not
Now,
really.
Well, it is, though.
Well,
Because
I mean,
carbon
it's the
tax is
government
not going to only affect
providing-
the general public, but it's going to affect the industry as well.
sure. Like, okay, in that sense, it is. But I mean, it's not the government putting their hands. The government isn't managing these businesses like it is currently. Like currently, they say, okay, you need to Volkswagen, you need to produce this many electric cars, and then we'll give you a fucking tax break. You know, it's currently the government sort of trying to figure out how to move towards a sustainable energy production, and then incentivizing companies to do that. I don't think the government is going to be able to be successful at that, so I just want them to incentivize moving to a sustainable energy situation, and then they can do it however the fuck they like.
Yeah, well, this kind of seems like the same thing about the cure for cancer. It's a lot more profitable to treat it than it is to cure it.
Yeah, sure. I reckon though that the government isn't. Well, it's not like. Do either of you actually think that the government will do a good job at coming up with the solution?
No.
Fuck no.
Well, yeah, okay, so then there's some other approach that's necessary. What other approach is there other than private industry? If it's not government, it's private industry, right?
Yeah.
Incentivize the private industry.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's what
taxing
I
them
does.
to the point that they're not actually making as much profit is an incentive. All that is
Yes, it is.
incentive to move away.
It's negative reinforcement, Fuddy. I mean, if you're taxing them to the point where they're making far less profit because they're not moving over to the sustainable energy source, then they are incentivized to move to it in order to bring their profit margins back up. So I get where Danny's coming from on this one. It makes sense. It's a form of negative reinforcement, but it could work.
Perhaps to all that tax money.
Well, what I do is I just reduce taxes in some other area to cover it. I don't think the government needs a whole shitload more money.
Yeah, but nowhere have they implemented a carbon tax and reduced like any other taxes. At least not in Canada.
Well,
I can't
okay.
speak for New Zealand
I'm saying
or-
that's what they should do. Like, you know, you can say that we're not going to be able to get the government to do it, and I don't know, maybe. I think we can vote this kind of shit in, can't we? But we're still sort of in democracies.
Sort of.
But either way, this is what I think should happen. If you don't think that our totalitarian overlords are going to do it, then oh well, that's life.
Admittedly, I think that a totalitarian overlord would probably be more likely to set up a sustainable energy source than a democratic society, because nobody can agree on anything in a democratic society.
Interesting.
We all have to fight with each other. I mean,
Yeah, that's
this
probably why North Korea has such great sustainable energy. Oh wait.
well, no, not yet. But like, you have to think they don't have a decent totalitarian overlord.
What's the decent totalitarian
Gotta be the
overlord?
right totalitarian overlord.
Do you have a ranking system for these totalitarian overlords?
yes, I do. It's called
Can we hear your ranking system?
Ugh.
Oh, well, you've got to think, like, right now, we have the democratically elected system, and everything's voted on, and nobody can agree on anything, so nothing ever fucking gets done. You get the right kind of person who just is like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to take over everything, and then make them do it because we know that's what it needs to happen. But we're
So you're actually a little bit pro-totalitarian here.
is. I'm pro getting shit done. That's what I am. Definitely pro getting shit done. And right now, we are not getting shit done.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure I want a government that can really just get shit done, because shit that government tends to get done is usually horrible.
Well, yeah. Like that. I'm not necessarily saying that we put somebody in charge of everything absolutely, but little shit, important shit, like alternative energy sources, fucking infrastructure. God damn it! I swear to God, if I go over one more fucking pothole, I am gonna punch someone in the dick.
Well, I don't know. It's only America that has shit infrastructure. I over here in New Zealand
True.
land, I don't worry about that too much. Our infrastructure is fine.
That's because you don't have frost and frost heaves.
We kind of have frost, nowhere near like in over in whatever areas you are. Are you both in Canada?
No.
No, I'm down in the anus of the United States, Kansas.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, still
Yeah.
in freedom land, man.
Oh,
Hey. At least our leaders look better than yours.
dude, I'm stuck with Brownback as a governor. Trust me, you could have Trump as your king, and you'd still look better than Brownback.
Yeah. I don't know. What, are you saying Justin Trudeau's? I suppose he's got kind of that Twinkie thing going.
I don't know. That's what everybody. I think that's all that the world looks at him as is. Oh wow, an attractive leader.
Yeah, no, he'd bend over, I suppose. Yeah, he looks decent.
He'd bend over, but I mean, speaking as probably the only one here who's had a cock in the face. He's not physically attractive as a man.
I disagree. I think he is.
Well, he's got the, like you said, he's got the twink thing going on, but it's yeah, I don't know.
But
It's like his
he's
nose
also
and just
he seems like, have you heard him talk? He seems really submissive. Like if you're into like dominating, that would be some good shit to go down with, man.
oh yeah, he's definitely submissive in his behavior, but I think that's the feminism talking.
Yeah. If there's one thing that feminism does well, man, is it creates some submissive guys.
Well, you know-
some good things for the community, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, quite frankly, him as a leader, he hasn't done nothing
God damn it.
and jobs.
What you just cut out? He hasn't
Yeah,
done
really bad.
and jobs.
Sorry, I'm just in another room.
I heard he hasn't done nothing, and I'm like, God damn it.
Didn't do nothing.
Exactly.
He hasn't really done anything except give other countries our money and aid, bring in a bunch of Muslim bastards, and cost a lot of people their jobs.
Oh yeah.
So he's like a presidential Brownback. Oh my God. Just as a note, our governor literally took a sex shop because it didn't pay its taxes and then sold sex toys to make up our education deficit.
Actually, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
It does. It does sound like a bad idea. Maybe take decommissioned pennies and turn them into dildos.
Well, no, he took a corporation that seized their assets to pay for government debt.
He turned my state into dildo peddlers. I mean, come on, man. To pay for the children. It wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't literally to try and make up for an education debt that he built up by cutting taxes for everybody so much. And it was It was poor planning on his part.
Well, I don't know, because now he has some discount sex toys and maybe not as many children running around.
Oh no, no discount on him. He actually had to put a serious markup on it just to make up for the debt.
Sorry, I'll be right back. I'd take my computer again, but obviously it cuts out when I leave the room. Hold on.
That's fair enough. Have you got a YouTube link, by the way, Orange?
I have a YouTube link, but shit, hang on.
Like, so I can share the stream.
Oh god, what the fuck just happened? Shit. I assume you're not in the B-list Skype, huh?
I don't know. I'm in a lot of those fucking Skype groups. I never go into any.
Give me just a second to pull it up. I might start going and freaking out on here, just because. Yeah, my computer's a piece of crap. So.
Do you want? Here, I'll get you the YouTube link.
Okay, that would probably be incredibly helpful because, yeah, it really does screw up when I try to do things.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
shit.
seen you try and go into other programs.
Yeah, that doesn't work. And
I
it's
forgot
mainly
to tweet
because,
this out.
again, I drug this computer out of a dumpster, so.
Drug. Is that actually the past tense of drag? Is drug?
Yes.
I think it's dragged, isn't it?
I think it's dragged, but I could be wrong. It could be drug.
Drug. Past tense. Drug.
Is it?
Yeah. At least for Americans. I don't know about you foreigners.
Oh, you mean like the countries that originated from the one that brought up English? Or
Oh, I'm
invented
sorry. I can't hear that over the smallpox blankets. Fucker.
Hey, did the job, didn't it?
Drug? No. Okay. So, drug is a dialectical variant that appears in many areas of the U.S. Though drug is common in these areas and cannot be considered wrong, it might be seen as out of place in more formal writing, where the traditional drag is always the safer choice.
Fair enough.
So basically, what they're saying is you're a hillbilly.
Yes. I live in Kansas. There's no way I'm not a hillbilly. I know I may not have a twang in my voice, but Jesus, people.
I can't even tell anyway. All of you people sound the same to me.
How? I
Did
wish
you realize
I had...
that no one in the world, except for Americans and Canadians, can even tell the difference between each other's accents? Like, Canadians and Americans sound exactly the same.
Depends where you are.
Really?
Yeah.
So I sound the same as Fuddy right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't. Like, I asked at the start. I didn't know where you were from. You could have been Canadian. I don't fucking know.
Oh, no, I think we're a lot closer than, say, a Newfie and a Texan. Because there's no damn way in hell you could get either of those two confused.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd sound different, but, like, still, you're pretty similar.
Well, you've got to think that, he sounds more like from the Wisconsin area than he would from the Kansas area, and it's just how we pronounce words, I guess. Like, say...
That's what an accent is.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We don't have accents. We just pronounce words differently.
Yeah.
Sorry, Orange.
Suck the fattest dick possible, Fuddy. I don't know how to explain it, but sounds more like Wisconsin accent than he does Kansas accent. And I have heard some really weird American accents, man. Some could be considered a speech impediment. Oh God.
So have you traveled much out of New Zealand there, Danny?
Not really.
No.
Just kind of. I mean, I've gone to some fucking Pacific Islands and I've gone to Australia, but I haven't really gone far. Yeah. I mean, it's most New Zealanders do at least go to Australia, seeing as how we can go there with no visa.
Well, you still need to take your passport, don't you?
You have to take a passport, but no, you don't. They've even got an electronic thing. You don't even show it to a person. You just put in a little scanner and you walk through. It's great.
Oh, that's actually that'd be the same as coming to Canada then.
Yeah, it's probably very similar to people coming to Canada. You have a viewer now.
I have 2 whole viewers now.
Oh my god! I think one of them's me. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Freaking other people do it to me too. They just sit there and go, "Oh, hey, look, you have like 4 viewers," and it's just everybody that's in here right now.
Yeah.
It's admittedly, people watch the stream, and wow, so, apparently there are actually people in here. That's hilarious.
Fraulein, oh, she's here for the carbon taxes. So wait, actually, Frau, before you came into this chat, I actually convinced everyone in here that carbon taxes are great and we should institute them globally.
Convinced it was all great.
Yeah, no, that's what you agreed, Fudder. That's what you agreed. I remember it distinctly.
Hey, don't ask the schizophrenic what happened. I have no idea. I won't know what happened in here until after I watch it again.
I have not agreed to carbon taxes being great.
I don't know about that.
I agree on the principles of them, but the carbon tax itself can suck my dick.
Well, apparently Mycroft Holmes would suck the EPA's dick if he could.
Yeah, he totally would. That being said, to be honest, Mycroft, whose dick wouldn't you suck? I don't even know what's happening on the stream.
You know, I haven't been drinking as much lately, but damn, do I drink a lot of water now.
That's because you're dehydrated from years of boozing.
You don't drink as much alcohol? Oh, that would explain why. You need to be drunk to understand my good arguments.
Okay.
Argument, I'm drunk.
I have to ask where the hell that started.
It was because I came out in saying that Amos Yee's child porn video was pretty decent, and I thought he made some good arguments. Not that I agreed with him, it's just that I thought that he did make some good points, which he did. And everyone sort of took that, of course, to mean that, no, Danny is totally in favor of you fucking little children, everyone, is what Danny thinks. And there were memes galore made of me about good arguments.
That's the only thing I ever remember about that whole thing. Is just all of a sudden I saw a flood of that freaking avatar, just with like good arguments everywhere over, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
I'm pretty sure Chris.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, that was Mark that did that, wasn't he? For every single tweet either of you guys did, he tweeted it at you guys and
the
Chris Hansen.
The Chris Hansen thing?
Yeah.
God. That was the weirdest crap I had ever seen. Like, it was just all of a sudden, all I saw was Chris arguments. Edgy, you son of a bitch.
Good argues. Good you argues.
Oh, he'll come into the chat, but I can't get the freaking stone motherfucker to actually get in here. I get the feeling that you're way more popular than me.
What, me?
Clearly.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, you've got like 50 subscribers, so yeah, I am.
Yeah, well, admittedly, I'm not exactly the best YouTuber
I don't know,
out there.
I haven't seen your shit. Maybe you're like underappreciated genius. I don't know if I can know.
No, this actually tends to be the gist of it. I do the shit show of Tuesdays and Fridays about the same time every week, and I just get as many awful people on here as possible and just have them go crazy. It's never interesting because I can't, like, schizophrenics, we tend to have like really addled brains, so we can't think of decent topics.
Orange, don't be hard on yourself. It's actually usually really entertaining, but just no point to it.
Well, it's supposed to be entertaining. Like I said, like when I originally started the shit show, it was specifically just for people to detox from all the YouTube drama.
Man, YouTube drama, I don't even know. Why even are there?
It's getting out of hand, at least in my opinion. And just in the short time I've been on, it's drama should be taken to the DMs. And that's just my opinion.
I have to point out that the first time I heard DM, I did not understand it was direct message. Because that's not what it is to people outside of like Twitter and shit. Outside of it stands for. Go ahead.
Dungeon Master.
Well, that's in the RP groups, but no, it stands for Dick Master. It's a BDSM term. Yeah, it's a BDSM term.
Oh yeah.
It's the name for somebody who's the dominant in a gay BDSM relationship. The Dick Master and the Dick Slave. It's just I don't know where it came about, but yeah.
I like Fraulein. Can we just go back to fighting about carbon taxes and all get along?
Yes. Yeah, we can. So how come you haven't succumbed to my good arguments about carbon taxes, Fada?
Because it's just false income for the government.
Okay.
Now, it might work in some place like New Zealand.
False income. It's no. What do you mean? It's false income. It's real income.
Okay, it's real income that isn't helping fuck all. Like it might help
you already agreed that it does fucking help.
Yeah, I also agree that communism is great, and then you put a human factor in and it starts sucking ass.
Oh, funny you didn't just say communism was great, you red bastard.
I did. As an ideology, it is great. But as soon as you get a human in there... As an
ideology, it is the most evil fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, let's have this fucking debate. The pros and cons of communism, go.
Well, no, what I like about it is it's...
Can I bring Edgy in here? Do you mind if I bring Edgy in?
Yeah, go for it.
Bring in whoever you want. I don't particularly care.
Alright.
Stalin did nothing wrong, Flutter.
Yeah, I kind of understand now why you didn't get my good arguments about carbon taxes, because it turns out you don't even like market solutions. You like Marxist divisions of labor.
Put it this way: I'd never want to live anywhere communist. I'd never vote to have a communist government. But I think, as an ideology, communism was a good idea.
It's about to get fashy as fuck in here.
No, fuck you. It's getting libertarian. I'm going to violate the non-immigration principle.
I just came from a stream with Tyler Preston where we just did nothing but make fun of ANCAPs for like 4 hours.
Okay, well, I don't understand why the fuck ANCAPs are getting the butt of all the jokes. I'm not an ANCAP here, but
Because it's a meme. It's a dank meme.
it's a dang meme. But okay, guys, come on, please
Okay,
don't
Danny,
bully.
Danny, Danny, if it makes you feel any better, I did a Twitter poll today asking which political meme principle is funnier: taxation is theft for anarchists, or property is theft for communists. And property is theft is winning by a long shot, 65%.
Yeah, well, it's because you've got all them ANCAPs following you, man.
No, it's because property is theft is definitely the more retarded of the two.
Yeah,
Taxation could be theft in some circumstances. I don't think it is as a general rule, but the idea of property being theft is like, okay, if you're against the whole concept of property, then how can you have theft? You need property to exist in order for theft to exist, because if it doesn't belong to anyone, how can it be stolen?
Yeah, well, you can say like it belongs to all of us. So saying that it just belongs to me is stealing it from everyone.
Okay, I'm saying it. Good arguments.
Am I defending the commies now? I think I am actually defending the commies.
Yeah, that's how I explained it when we talked about it earlier, Danny, is that it's more like private property is theft. They think that if you own something, you are stealing from the state.
Yeah,
But
or stealing from the collective if you're actually a communist. The state if you're a socialist.
yeah, but see, they just say it in the simple term of property is theft. So why is one kind of property okay, but another kind is fine? If what they mean is private property, then why would public property be totally fine?
Because it's collectively owned by the people, so that's good. That's Marxist.
Clearly, you've never peed in a park.
But no, Edgy's actually got a point. Edgy's got a point though. That is still property.
Right.
Right, yeah.
So the meme still doesn't make sense.
True. But I think when they say that, they mean private property.
All I know is that it's dank.
Yeah. Good arguments, Edgy.
The guy who came up with the concept of property as theft said it was stupid. Like he rescinded. like the guy who thought of it decided that it was retarded.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
But didn't Marx regret coming up with Marxism? Yeah, he has this quote. Like,
Yeah, he
if I'm sure of one thing, it's that I'm not a Marxist.
No, what I was saying though, Danny, was as a concept, communism is great.
How?
But
Okay.
once you put a human in it, it goes
don't
corrupt.
skip over that. Don't skip over that. Well, how is it good in principle?
No one, in principle, everyone works. No one goes hungry. Everybody has a fair chance. But then
Alright,
you go
but
and
that's
add
not
people.
no, that's not the principles of communism. That's
Good
what they
argument.
hope to achieve with their principles. What are their actual principles?
The principles is the whole community owns every last thing. And the
Yeah,
whole
that is
community
fucking
works
retarded.
for everything.
That is not a good. So, first of all, seize the means of production. If you don't want to seize the means of production, you ain't no communist. That's like the whole deal. Basically, they admit that their ideas are shit, and so they have to steal capitalism's stuff. In principle, what it is having an idea of this is how society must work, and everyone has to operate by this modus operandi.
Yeah, that's an interesting point actually. I always hear the seize, like the public, like seizing public ownership of the means of production, but I've never heard a communist explain creating the means of production for the public. So it's basically just give means of production that someone else came up with.
Right, they
Yeah.
overthrow the existing system and use their means of production, their products.
Fucking
Well,
worthless.
wasn't like capitalism?
We're out.
Out?
It's a game that came out first or something, and they.
Midnight release of communism.
It's a
Yeah,
song.
Wasn't
it's a song.
capitalism like the Nintendo and communism the PlayStation?
Yeah.
Well,
Also, that's true, and also insofar as Nintendo's better than PlayStation.
Well, I mean, and also it's funny. It's funny that you say that, Futter, because originally the Super Nintendo was going to have an optical drive, and the games were going to be on discs, and they were actually working with Sony and having Sony develop that optical drive, and then the deal fell apart. They basically essentially tore up the contract, and then Sony was like, you know what? We've got this perfectly good optical drive. Let's make our own fucking game system. So the PlayStation was basically just like an accident because of a deal gone wrong with Nintendo. And now look, they were kicking Nintendo's ass with the PlayStation 2. And God, I'm fucking old. Feels like the PlayStation 2 was like yesterday.
No, man, PlayStation 2 is dead and gone and buried.
Yeah.
To be fair, I can't whip a PlayStation 2 disc at somebody and crack them in the head with it, and it still work after.
That's true.
True, that's the nice...
Up, my triggers?
Hey, it's Red Robot. Greetings. Greetings, YouTube!
Greetings, YouTube! Welcome once again to The Orange.
Oh, I don't think this has ever
I
been
swear
more
you
the
should be
shit
calling
show.
this navel gazing with The Orange.
Hey, she started it with the telling everybody about the fact that we were literally looking at what the Diva Cup was.
What?
It was,
Yep.
oh God. Funny started all of this, goddammit.
Well, it was always a running joke that I was going to bring the Diva Cup on. And Orange was always, oh, no. And then for some weird reason, he's like, yeah, let me see the Diva Cup.
They changed
And
my
then-
meds.
Argue me, fuck. I just realised no one can see that, so the people, the nice ladies and gentlemen watching at home will have no idea what argue me, fuck.
Yeah, all 9 of them, one of whom is me because I have the stream open.
Yeah, no, me too.
And me as
I'm
well.
pretty sure everybody
like-
Is it just
still
us?
got it open.
I
Are we
think
the
it's
only
something-
ones watching?
Right,
No,
let me
Mycroft's
this shit.
there. Mycroft's there.
Now we're down to 7.
Last time I saw, Modwayne was in there too.
So it's us and Mycroft.
And Modwayne.
Like 3 people.
Oh, and Terrence Crosby.
I only come in and out to check on the chat.
And in and out, and in and out, all night long.
Cold Fusion.
Gosh.
Wait a minute.
What the hell is Cold Fusion? Who are these people?
That's not Cold Fusion from like the Cold Fusion channel, is it?
Alright, here,
I
let's,
have no
I'm
idea.
gonna get us some viewers here.
Oh shit.
Hooray!
Now we have to actually behave and make good argues.
So I
No.
don't know.
Oh, no,
It'd be more cancerous.
Something that I'm kind of looking forward to if my channel ever gets really big, like like much bigger than it is now. It would just be like the power to like go in a stream and just like tweet the link out and suddenly have like 300 people watching.
Yeah,
That would be amazing.
that would be good.
It didn't work for Barrett when he was in with me, so.
He didn't tweet it out then, because
He
when he comes in,
tweeted it out. It just.
really, because he's coming to all my streams and just tweets it out, and it's like fucking explodes. I suppose it depends on what time.
Yeah, like I said, it's always pretty late like this, but yeah, he put it out there and then like that stream only lasted 22 minutes because he asked a question he didn't want an answer to.
AJ, you tweeted out the link.
I did.
Well, we lost viewers when you did that. So
Well, it must be because I was talking about the Jews earlier.
must have been. Yeah, they're showering you.
Hey, an orange stream, and we're talking about the Jews?
You Egyptians,
Obviously.
you Egyptians just have something against Jews, don't you?
To be fair, so do the Romani.
Yeah, it could be that whole 6-day war thing.
And
The
yet
gypsies
not
are worse.
the parting of the Red Sea.
You never know.
I really just think that whole thing was a euphemism for Moses banging the Pharaoh's wife.
See, I think robots like the Jews because Jews know how to handle numbers, and we respect that.
Yeah, but they're
Robots
really
are-
bad at mechanics.
No. Well, they have an aversion because Germans are really good mechanics, and let's face it, anything German, kind of not that great for them.
Hey, I mean, I don't know. You know, maybe I have. You know that whole thing about how black people have like genetic PTSD from slavery. Maybe I have. Maybe I have genetic PTSD from the Suez Crisis. Like the Israelis tried to invade Egypt and they were going to get the UK to bomb Egypt, and then Eisenhower was like, "No, don't do that." Like if Eisenhower hadn't done that, I might not exist, you guys, because my dad might have died.
Yeah, that's true.
So based
Well,
on
I don't know. I think you have genetic Islamism, as I pointed out in your on the comments of Spinosauruskin's video.
You mean genetic Islamophobia?
No, you're genetic Islamism. You're genetic Muslim because you're being a Muslim about Muslims.
What?
Well, Islam is like this against marketplace of ideas sort of thing, and you're being Muslimy against Muslims, and I think it's your genetic Muslim. I think it's your genetic Islamism.
Well, no, but that had nothing to do with what the conversation was about. Like Spino was trying to characterize it as a free speech issue, and I wasn't talking about just speech. I was talking about calls to action and terrorism, like supporting terrorism and setting up parallel legal systems and things like that. None of that is free speech. So,
sure.
And even if it was, the UK doesn't have free speech.
Well, the UK sort of has free speech. I mean,
okay, but if you
don't have it to the same extent that America does, but then America doesn't have it infinitely either.
America is the only country with real free speech. Deal with it.
America's the only America has the best free speech. But
he's more or less correct. I mean,
free speech is just a meme everywhere but America.
Yeah.
Free speech.
More free speech.
I mean, it's a good idea, but I mean, you know.
Well, I mean, and one of the points that I believe I made this in the stream, but one of my positions on this is that I'm not really concerned about Sharia law or Islamism in the United States because of the way our free speech works. Because the First Amendment sort of immunizes us against anything like Sharia actually being enacted into law. It would, even if you could democratically get the majority, like get a legislature and get a president that would be willing to do that, it would still be unconstitutional the moment it took effect. So I'm not really.
You'd have to have a constitutional amendment.
Yeah, you'd have to have a constitutional convention and get 35 state governments to agree that the First Amendment needs to be changed to accommodate Sharia law. Which,
well, it's not like they.
Yeah, I do think America has a better defense against it. I do like the Constitution. It's pretty decent. It's not bad.
It's all right, I guess.
But it's not like our government's been above violating the Constitution whenever they feel like it anyway. They do it to the Second Amendment all the time.
true,
Well, actually, that's a good point.
true. But I think people are still, at least for the time being, people are still much more defensive of the First Amendment than they are of something like the I think public opinion is much more divided on the Second Amendment, which doesn't justify violating it, of course, but I think that's sort of part of the reason they can get away with it is it doesn't generate as much public outrage when they violate the Second Amendment.
Well, it's okay. All it takes is sufficient numbers of, excuse me, a Muslim voter participation. The same way that Christians used to be able to pretty much help people violate the First Amendment. I mean, Muzzy's got a muzz, you know.
Right. Yeah. Well, which is it's why it needs to be a multifaceted defense. We need to limit or completely eliminate the number of them coming in through immigration.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be strict with them, setting up parallel communities and doing the shit that they're doing in Europe, which I think our government is better about because they're only 1% of our population, so I don't think they would really get away with that here if our government became aware of that.
Setting up a community setting up a community, a parallel community, isn't really a problem unless they start violating laws.
Well, that's what I mean when I say parallel community. I mean like a
Yeah.
parallel legal system.
Well, you can have that so long as you don't violate laws. Like the Amish, for example, they have their own sort of like parallel society, but they don't break any laws in order to do
Well,
that.
right, yeah. If you're doing it within the bounds of the law of the land, then it's not a problem. But the Muslims do go out of the bounds of the law of the land. So
Sure, yeah.
So
when they do that, obviously, when they do that, I mean, I'm for enforcing the law.
yeah. I mean,
Just saying, it'd make our lives so much easier if we just made part of the immigration process you have to eat a bunch of bacon.
Yeah.
that wouldn't really work. That wouldn't really work because they're allowed to, especially in that circumstance, that would be considered. They would be doing it under duress. It's a form of persecution. And so basically in that situation they're allowed to eat the bacon because they're being persecuted. So Allah doesn't care.
Yeah, but
is there a limit to it, though?
It's a very convenient religion.
Because I want to know. Yeah, there's like I think it's called takzir or something like that. They're allowed to lie. Takia.
Yes.
Takia, and they're allowed to lie about their religion, and they're allowed to break their own religion's rules so long as it advances the cause of their religion. But is there a limit to that? Right? Can they burn a Quran?
That's a good question. We would have to ask Skeppo or somebody like that, or Based Mama. They would know the answer to that. But as far as I know, there doesn't seem to be a limit. Like all it really says is that if you're being persecuted, you can essentially do whatever you need to do to get out of that situation.
But then they would have tasted the sweet ambrosia that is bacon, and they would never be able to be Muslim again. Taquitos. Taquitos allow Muslims to lie, unless it's pork taquitos.
Taquitos.
My crop.
Just make them eat tons of bacon and hope they get heart disease.
Well, it hasn't killed the Americans yet, so I think I'm going to say it's probably not a very successful strategy.
I don't know. It hasn't built up. They probably haven't built up a tolerance like Americans have.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
They're not real Americans.
It's like they probably don't have our tolerance for beer either.
That's true.
That's actually what's
do.
fucked. What's really fucked is that the lefty politicians in I know I've heard Swedish politicians say this. They actually use the excuse that Muslim migrants can't be blamed for how they behave while drunk because they don't have that's exactly what they say is they don't have the tolerance. They're not accustomed to the alcohol. So let's treat them like children if they get in fights or rape women and children.
Of course.
Right,
Why did they
and
about it?
I've also heard the argument by some Swedish politician that it's worse when a Swedish man rapes a woman because the Swedish man should know better because he was raised in Swedish culture. The Muslims don't know because they weren't raised within that culture. So
it's like when a dog humps your leg. It's just not big.
Literally nuke Sweden right now. Just put Sweden out of its misery.
God damn it. If a dog starts humping your leg, slap the goddamn dog. Don't let it finish.
Well, yeah, you roll up the newspaper and you smack it on the nose and you shout no. You don't just let it fucking...
Smack. Maybe we should do that with Muslims. Just roll up newspapers and smack them with them.
Now, that would definitely be quite
bad.
fun. Yeah, bad, Muzzy, bad.
no rape, not good.
Yeah, there we go.
No, but I mean,
problem solved now.
But I mean, just going back a little bit, just the reason I don't see it as a free speech issue in the UK is because the government is already protecting Muslims committing actual hate speech and criminalizing people who try to even so much as criticize Muslims. And
I don't know.
So it's not a free speech issue as far as I'm concerned.
I think I figured out.
The government does do some shitty things, but I would advocate instead of doing other shitty things back in the other direction, that we just stop the government from doing shitty things.
But how do you think we could? This was one of my questions. Was if you already have all these hate speech policies in place and you sort of have this flimsy kind of free speech but not really free speech, how do you enact something akin to the First Amendment in that situation?
You wouldn't be able to entrench it that deeply, but you can you can move towards more free speech oriented governance. Don't vote for fucking conservatives ever again because they're not conservatives. That would be a good start.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, the first step is to elect a different fucking government. But
yes,
but-
if they elected UKIP, for example, I do think that they would be able to start. They would stop the kind of protections that they're giving to Muslims.
Oh yeah, don't tell Spino that though, because UKIP are crazy far right jackbooted monsters, so you can't vote for them. Let's just.
I
keep
do not
electing-
even understand that they're for expanding public health care in the UK. Like they're not particularly right wing.
Well, yeah, of course they're
Let's
not.
say-
They're not actually that right wing, but
Let's
this
say
is.
even the European conservatives, quote unquote, are pretty left wing by American standards. I don't know what the fuck you guys are complaining about.
You know what? I'm just thinking there might be an explanation to the Muslims blowing themselves up. Imagine if
Oh, yeah?
you were never able to have bacon or beer in your life.
I'd be pretty fucking mad.
Suicide might start looking pretty good at that point.
That is a good point, but I
But if
also,
they've never tasted it,
on a
how
sort
would
of
they know?
serious- On a serious level, though, I actually think that it has a lot to do with the sex. So they're not allowed. So everyone always talks about how it's like, oh, they're oppressing women because they have like 4 wives. Well, right, but that leaves the remaining like 80% of men with no wives, and they're not allowed to have sex outside of marriage, and they're not allowed to jerk off for their entire lives, and then they're told that the only way you're getting sex is if you kill yourself.
Jesus.
It's
I have to.
created a recipe for an army of frustrated little monsters. Because even if we just elude the sex from it, consider for a moment, this means that they can't build a family and do the basic drive of any organism is to reproduce. Aside from once you've got the survival stuff covered, and you can't even satisfy that basic, a basic normal drive of a living organism. You can't get a wife. What the fuck are you gonna do with yourself?
Be
Blow yourself
angry.
up.
Yep, and that makes you a perfect candidate for a cult.
I have to point out, Edgy, that I'm not sure who the Eagle-itarian is, but he is just aching for your cock right now. Just.
Okay, Eagletarian. I saw you in the chat a little while ago. I officially re-avow the Eagletarian. Are you happy now?
Senpai noticed you. Are you happy now?
When did you disavow him?
Can you cream yourself in peace now?
Oh man.
When did you disavow him?
I don't even remember what he said, but I jokingly said I disavow the Eagletarian, and then he got triggered, and he's my other angry Napoleon, I think.
I don't know.
Their feelings get hurt so easily. Napoleon was so upset when you muted him. And now Egalitarian is sad you disavowed him.
Oh my God! Yes, thank you. Good night. Okay, so there we go. Everybody's happy.
I'm pretty sure he just came. Just like, yeah. God damn it! Somebody mentioned the McChicken. Son of a bitch.
What the fuck is with the McChicken? Okay.
Dave
Did I miss
Ruck
something?
Dave Ruck the Rave Duck wants to know when Danny's releasing his mixtape. That was a good video, by the way. I laughed my ass off at that.
Same.
We need to work on more musical stuff
But,
with real
Orange.
because that was fun.
Orange, you do have to describe the chicken to everybody else here.
Oh, the McChicken was it was hashtag McChicken. It was trending the other day, and all it was a guy apparently purchased and filmed himself fucking a McChicken. That's all it was.
Why?
But it got trending, and apparently, the video got put on Twitter, and then it just the freaking thing exploded.
Why would
Much like him into the McChicken.
Why would you do that?
I have no idea.
I'm
And
really
the worst part is, it was the most innocuous thing ever. It was literally just the guy posted the video and then hashtag McChicken. And people were like, why is the McChicken trend? Oh, God, no, it's a dick. Best
You know,
part, it was a black
what
guy.
somebody said at least he wore a condom, because my thought was, I mean, if he really wanted to truly destroy the internet, he just finished the video by eating it.
Ugh.
No. The best part about this entire thing was this was a black man fucking fried chicken sandwich.
That's not surprising
I
at
didn't
all.
think about that part. I just like,
Christ.
McChickens are good. What the hell?
I actually expected that.
I didn't expect that at all. I
Oh.
didn't really give it much thought. My imagination filled in some greasy fat white dude.
You're just not quite as racist as I am then.
You've got to think the McChicken is fried and breaded. This is a grating substance. And to
Yeah.
stretch
Did he
him
like
at
open a
least a
little
little
bit
bit.
side and fuck the middle
Hey,
part?
Orange, just think. It's rippled for his pleasure.
It's not rippled. It's like fucking a sandpaper. It's like fucking a sandpaper.
I don't know.
Pocket
Maybe,
pussy,
maybe,
man.
maybe the mayo did
It's
something.
not-
Yeah, maybe the mayo and the lettuce that would help. Yeah.
Just
See,
a little
damn it.
mayo lube there, Reggie.
I kind of want a McChicken.
Yeah, I actually do too. I legit might go get one as soon as the stream's done.
Because those things are pretty good. For cheap food, they're pretty good.
Bright wind of eternal stars, exactly. Black people love fried chicken so much they want to reproduce with it.
I
Oh God, should have used
love
Popeyes.
myself some fried chicken too. I'm from the South, but I don't love it that much. I mean, I'll have oral sex with it in the sense that I'll eat it, but I'm not fucking it.
Actually, you
I
take
don't let-
you take McChicken, and when you order it, you get a thing of sweet and sour sauce, and dump it on there.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
But
'cause
then it's just a Chinese McChicken.
Yeah, but it's good though, because it's like having a sweet and sour chicken sandwich. That's fantastic.
So I'm sorry. I just saw this a second ago in one of the group chats, but
Yeah.
Hannah made this meme of Anarchy Ball because he was getting upset. He was in the chat in the other stream, and he was getting upset because we kept like pausing the video before he finished sentences, so he got all butthurt. And Hannah made this meme.
Oh, that I was thinking about that whole interrupting thing the other day. Because there's the video with Lacey Green
What's
put out
that?
recently. Yeah, exactly. put out about male privilege and all that. It's like, oh well, people listen to me and don't interrupt. I'm like, have you ever been in a live stream with a bunch of dudes? Good luck getting a full paragraph out. Good luck. Week, an hour and a half of motherfucking dudes interrupting each other. I'm sorry. Your narrative is full of holes.
I have now officially made it to where I cannot get Edgy's presentation screen to go. Buttons work!
Hold on.
Look on somebody else. There you go. Oh, and we lost Edgy.
There we go.
And Edgy's
Oh
back.
God damn it! I think I'm just. Okay, there we go. Okay.
You need to make somebody else a mod in
stop.
here there, Orange. Or get a new computer.
Dude, I don't know how to do that shit.
Oh, well, you mean make somebody a mod in the chat?
Well, can't
Or
you
in
make
the,
one mod in the call as well?
Not that I know of.
Oh.
But you can in the chat. If you trust anybody that much.
No
saying.
fucking idea how to do these things. I have no fucking.
Oh, well, if you go to the chat stream and you hit on the three little dots, you can make somebody a mod by just putting in their channel name or their channel URL.
Okay.
Like I made Pippi a mod in for my channel streams just because I don't trust her with power, but it's funny when she abuses it. So. And she's my assistant. It would be kind of rude not to.
Yeah, that's a good point. It is hilarious when she abuses power.
And she gets away with a lot because she's adorable.
I still have to figure out a way to edit out that one part in the stream where she put the articles in.
What?
Because so
Brought porn to your channel?
it was not porn. It was a nipple, and it was terrifying. And you got off it quick, but not quick enough, buddy. Oh.
If you really want to edit it out, send me the link to the video. I'll put it orange over it or something.
Just put oranges on top of it. Oh, I'm a terrible person. I completely fucking forgot what I was gonna talk about. God damn it. Yes, it was just one nipple, Dave. It was one, but it was an old woman nipple, and I ain't Bundy, so I'm not into old lady nipples.
I love that's what Bundy is now famous for.
Yes, he's very much famous for wanting to bang old women.
Yeah.
That's his claim to fame.
It is. It's what got him onto Baron's channel.
Ugly nipples aren't porn; they're art. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Freyloon, you missed the whole article about the Diva Cup. Though.
Wait a minute. Wait
With
a minute.
instructions.
Freyloon?
Did you just call her Freylin? It's Fraulein.
It's Freyloon.
Learn German.
I think Futter is developmentally disabled or something.
I know he's just Canadian.
What's the difference?
What fodder?
You missed it early when Pippi was in here. We went through the user guide of the Diva Cup.
And left a review for the Diva Cup under
I
Omegon's
forgot
name.
about that.
I don't know what that is.
It's a suction cup you stick in your vagina to catch period blood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's basically a reusable menstruation device.
Collection device.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that's sanitary.
Well, I mean, you clean it, you know. That's what I always bring up whenever I see a feminist crying about the quote-unquote pink tax. It's like, okay, well, they make this thing that's reusable that you don't have to keep buying over and over, but it's inconvenient and gross. Well, then suck it up. I don't care. You have an option that doesn't hurt the environment and is cheaper in the long run, and you don't want to use it because you think it's gross, so cry about it.
To be fair, Edgy, it is an octopus suction cup. You just kind of jam inside. I mean, it's a little gross.
Not
It's
to
a
mention the
shock
whole
question. Cooch discharge.
in the FAQs. What happens
know what
if it
else
goes
is-
up too far?
You know what else is gross,
Oh.
Orange? The patriarchy.
All right, what did I miss? The patriarchy?
It's gross and racist.
It is.
I'm just saying. We've all got our patriarchy parachutes. We'll be fine.
I don't have a patriarchy parachute. I have a jetpack.
You have a fucking jetpack. Don't complain.
Robot privilege.
Oh, bot privilege.
Yep, bot privilege.
I really want to make chicken.
God damn it, Danny. Why? Oh, no.
I know, right?
Well, what kind? Just remember, you get extra mayo and add the sweet and sour sauce.
And semen.
I think that was
Clear-
a joke.
Clearly semen. Oh. So
Well,
let's
this
see.
thing's dead.
You see,
It's-
you get the hot mustard sauce for your burgers. That's amazing.
Mushroom sauce. I'm sorry.
I think there's only one solution.
Okay there, Orange?
There's only one solution. We need to let eagles carry on.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah, we could let him on.
We can let eagles
I
carry
don't
on.
care, dude. Bring whoever the hell you want on here. This shit show lasts for another, I think, half an hour. So you bring whoever the hell you want. Let's make this real cancer.
Bring Bundy?
Alright,
You could-
who has eagle carrion on Twitter?
I got it. I sent him the link.
Oh.
He's
Oh.
gonna be able to talk to his senpai.
Invite the
Yeah.
critical.
Ed, you should like leave as soon as he gets here. He'll kill himself.
I don't know who any of these people are, chat. So like, you're gonna have to like talk to these people, not me. I mean, I know Fraulein, I know Edgy, and now I know Danny.
Yes.
And, you know, Critical Knight wouldn't come on because we all loosely associate with COG, which means we're all trolls to his channel.
To be fair, Cognitive
Oh yeah, I
Thought
saw
and me
that video.
do not get along.
That was super weird.
Wait, how is Cog a troll?
Did you see that video, babe? You were mentioning it too. He made this video about trolls and haters, and he mentions COG and people who associate with COG, and he's like, oh, all these people are just trolls.
What?
Yeah, he called me
You
a
didn't see
troll
it?
and
I'll
a
link
hater.
you.
He called me a
He
troll and a
called
hater.
Danny out.
I have never talked to him. I've never said anything about him. I've never seen any of his videos.
Oh,
Fuck.
wait, are you talking about that Nightly Critic guy?
Yeah, the only
Yeah, I did see that, yeah.
Critical Knight.
Because someone said he was a rip-off of Armored Skeptic. That's all
He is
I-
a ripoff
Because
of
he
Armored
is.
Skeptic. He's clearly a
I have no
ripoff
idea
of
what's
Armored
going on.
Skeptic. Like,
Even the animations are similar. Like, come on.
No, now he's in a
I mean,
suit and tie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
I don't get
yeah,
it.
so
I mean,
it's obviously completely different.
yeah.
Well,
I
Yeah,
associate with everyone. So does that make me a mega troll? I don't know.
yes.
I have
Okay.
to point out that people associate with me, and I don't know why. What is wrong with you people?
Oh,
We're just here for the McChickens.
exactly. And I get along with almost everyone. That's kind of my mission.
I'm seriously about to just fuck off and get a McChicken, you guys.
If I weren't so lazy, I'd
Degenerate.
get one too. I have a McDonald's less than 10 minutes. I could walk there and get back in 20 minutes.
Are you going to do the McChicken on camera?
Can you
No.
live stream you getting a McChicken?
Yeah.
They just get on your phone and turn the camera on while you walk there.
No one wants to see that.
I just have to point, just in case where like all of you were potentially wrong on this whole religion thing, you're all forgiven and you're all going to heaven. Take that.
Hooray!
Hallelujah.
Hey, don't worry. I recognize my savior. You know, his kaiju is Godzilla. You know, it's okay.
I don't want to go to heaven. All my favorite people are going to hell.
This is true.
Yeah, if I go to heaven, how am I ever going to meet Hitler?
Didn't Hitler?
Remember when you were a closet Nazi,
Christ.
Eddie?
I got to admit, one of my goals would be to go and pee on Hitler's leg.
I'm just saying. Wasn't Hitler Catholic?
You know what, Danny? Everyone thinks I'm alt-right anyway, so I might as well just own it.
Yeah, well, I'm not convinced you're not, dude.
What?
Did I ever say I wasn't?
No, but everyone implies that you think that you're not.
All right. I have to ask, just for my own edification's sake, the fuck is alt-right supposed to be?
Nazis.
In the most general sense, it means that you're against leftism, but you're also unsatisfied with the conventional right.
In a less
So
general sense, it
reasonable?
means you're Nazi.
So
Danny-
it's just being
Danny-
fucking reasonable.
Danny is just triggered by alt-right people calling him a Jew in his comments.
Yeah, a little bit.
The happy
Are you
merch,
Jewish,
Danny.
Danny?
I've just decided to embrace it. Fuck it, I'm a Jew now.
Yeah, I loved
Oh,
the
you're-
use of the Jew meme at the end of that video. That was beautiful.
Okay, so Edgy's apparently a closet Islamist. Danny is a Jew. We've got
I'm a closet
Fraulein,
Islamist,
which is German.
a closet Nazi, and a filthy authoritarian.
Edgy, yeah, that is a perfect description of Edgy, an Islamist Nazi.
Of course, of course.
It's perfect.
Bring in the Christ child.
My God.
I mean, I've been called a Nazi before, but I was rather startled by that. Like, really? Sure. Do you know what a Nazi is?
Okay, Eagletarian DMs me back on Twitter, and he says, "I can't do it. I'm a pussy. Just do it, you fucking pussy."
You can't do what?
He can't come in here. He's
What?
Come on to the stream.
You're some of the nicest people on the
Come
internet.
on to the
fuck's sake.
stream.
he's a pussy by his own admission. He's a pussy, and he won't come on here. So, all right.
Come on. Come on to the stream, Eagle. Come on for Skeletor.
All the
Sorry.
cool kids are doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. It'll be fun.
Oh no, do
Fembot
not
will
bring
open
out Fembot. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I
by the
would
way,
never.
for this episode of Tits, I accidentally created a new character.
Oh,
Without
Jesus.
meaning to.
What have you done?
Nerdbot.
Nerdbot?
Nerdbot.
Isn't that just Fembot with glasses?
No, it's really different. I just know everything that you think is cool is shit, and my stuff is the coolest ever, particularly my fanfic and my shippings. They're just amazing.
Oh, not. Please tell me that this episode of Tits is not about shipping.
Wait, I sorry, I blanked out. What did you say?
Please tell me this isn't about the next episode's not about shipping. Oh, you dirty son of a bitch!
That
Hey,
evil fucking
not
laugh.
only is it about shipping, Pippi helped me find some true horror for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you do realize that
Pippi
that
is
is
like-
immediately.
Pippi is like the cancer master.
Yeah.
She is. She's glorious. I adore her so much. She is my favorite little tiny person. Of course, I don't know that many tiny people, so there you go.
She's the only one that will drop a link, and I really have to second guess whether I want to open it or not.
Wait, so in chat, Egalitarian just got called a cuck by Minecraft, and he just goes, "You need a girlfriend or wife to be a cuck." He sunk the ship. He sunk the ship to save the captain.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, just as a note, I don't understand fucking the feminists that go out there and say you shouldn't use pussy as an insult because well, pussy's very strong. Really?
Yes, you can understand them. They want something new to complain about.
That's
Well, and even then, I mean, that's under interpretation. I mean, pussies are. My mom referenced pussies in reference to a pussy willow. She said one time, it's like, well, you've got this garden out on your side of the satellite where, you know, it's there's not a whole lot of light, so it doesn't get too hot. You'd have to have something that would go low light. You know, I don't know, get some pussy willows, you know, because they can't take the heat. And I was just like, Mother Tractor, what have you done? So yes,
It's just-
pussy willows can't take the heat.
There you go.
The only reason that it irritates me is because pussy's just short for pusillanimous.
Yeah.
It just means fucking coward.
And even then,
I mean,
even if
come
we were
on.
literal and pussy meant vagina, well, what about dick? What is dick? That just means you're an asshole. So what are
No,
they
it means
complaining
you're a
about? One's a coward,
'Cause
one's an
there's
asshole. Which one do
dicks.
you want to be?
Hey, there's dicks and there's assholes and there's pussies. Don't make me go into the whole rant, damn it.
Awkward silence.
I'm gonna go get a McChicken. I'm not even kidding.
And on that note,
Hey, Danny, make sure that you tweet the picture of the McChicken to Orange.
You just need to do a little video of you in your car just staring at the camera, dead in the eyes, and eating your McChicken really slowly. That would be hysterical as hell.
Danny gets McChicken, the video.
No, I'll tell you what. Why don't... Well, I'll put this out there. Anybody who wants to actually tweet a picture of a McChicken or them eating a McChicken, if I can get enough pictures of it and or video of it, I will literally set it to one of Bearing's songs that I bought off of his Bandcamp, and I will fucking make a video out of it.
A McChicken montage.
A McChicken montage.
Bullshit, motherfucker! I don't know where you live, but McChickens are $1.50 out here.
They're a
hell?
bunch here.
Yeah, depending on where you're at, they're either $1 or $1.50. For fuck's sake, McChickens are cheap. Cheap. Just like the noise they made before they died.
Oh no, an actual McChicken here is like $5.
Too soon.
There, my Twitter thing is now in the chat. If you guys want to send fucking McChicken pictures at me, I will fucking combine a video into it.
Oh, man. I kind of wish.
You probably shouldn't ask for fucking McChicken pictures.
I'm
Hey,
gonna get a
if I
picture
have to
of-
censor it, I have to censor it.
I know what I'm gonna do.
God,
I'm gonna get him a chicken and put a power drill with a condom over the over the drill bit and just kind of point it at stick it in the McChicken so I can take a picture of that. That'd be fantastic.
Why? Why ruin a perfectly good McChicken?
I can pay. I'll pay $1 for comedy.
For
I'll just buy
silence.
another one.
You know, if you do that there, Orange, don't send me that video to edit out.
Oh, you're getting that video and you're editing it because I don't want to see all the penises inside of fucking McChicken. Just put oranges on the heads.
Is Danny still here, or did he actually leave to get a McChicken?
Oh,
I
God.
think Downey actually did leave.
I think you actually went to go get a McChicken.
I also have to point out that is the only music I've ever paid for online, because usually I just steal it off of YouTube. But I actually
confessing
had to
now?
pay for a Bearing song because he doesn't have them on YouTube videos from what I can find. So I actually had to shell out $1 for a Bearing song.
Oh.
I bet that broke your Jewish heart.
Muscle tough, motherfucker.
No. That broke his gypsy heart. He'd rather be stealing it.
That's a very good point. I'd rather be stealing.
You're a gypsy and a Jew?
Hey.
You need to be like
I-
double gassed.
Oh,
I
he's
am
even
not
worse.
a
He's
gypsy and a
he's
Jew.
and he's
I'm a
dirty
gypsy
Native
and an
American.
engine.
A dirty engine. There you go. Yeah. A dirty engine.
So we need to like gas you and then revive you and then gas you again and then revive you again and gas you a third time.
No, you need
That
to
can be
gas
arranged.
me, revive me, gas me, revive me, and then throw smallpox blankets on me.
No. You can accomplish this all in one go. You throw a smallpox blanket on him, throw him in the gas chamber, and just give him a double dose.
And
Be a
then set
robot.
the
Be
gas
efficient.
on
It's more fun to
fire.
watch him suffer.
Do you get to put him in the pizza oven after?
Yes.
Yeah, if efficiency can be sacrificed if human misery is involved.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
See, the thing is, if you want to achieve the misery, you do it to one of his friends first,
What if he doesn't
and
have
then
any
go,
friends?
"Hey, you're next."
That'd be you, Red. So I wouldn't
God
quite
dang it.
advocate for that.
What if I do it to a McChicken first?
I like.
I
her.
have to
She's
point
silly.
out that before this, I actually used to get McChickens all the time because, like, for some odd reason, there's a McDonald's across the goddamn street from the KFC, and they are racially appropriate. All the black people work at the KFC, and all the white people and Mexicans work at the McDonald's. But go over there, and I buy the McChicken, and then I go over to the KFC and buy, like, the little individual things of the mashed potatoes and gravy. I'd have them pull off the mayo and the lettuce off the fucking McChicken, just slap it on there and just be like, yes, this is death. I should weigh far more than I do with the shit I eat.
I should weigh a lot less than I do with the shit I eat, but oh well. Yeah, when you're 50 tons, you just sort of give up after a while.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
robots are modular, aren't they? You could just replace some of those parts with lighter versions of them, couldn't you?
Sadly, I was built by rednecks. It's
Ah.
not as easy
Aw.
as it sounds. I'm held together with baling wire, chewing gum, and duct tape.
You're Jerry built.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Sad.
I'm just astounded that you have white people in the States that work fast food.
What?
Oh yeah.
We live in the United States, man. Most of the people that are currently in the workforce are terribly, terribly underskilled or overskilled. I know a damn engineer that works at Taco Bell.
Well, no, it's not that. We have a whole bunch of Filipinos, and that's who works our fast food here. We brought them in on
We're like going to a
shortage.
sushi joint and seeing a bunch of Mexicans. It's amazing.
Flutter's like, you don't have minorities to work all your fast food jobs?
No, we
I mean,
don't.
that's what they're for, right? I mean, come on.
You mean they're working actual jobs? You mean they have education? We don't let them do that here.
Here's the most racist thing that I'm gonna just lay out there. This is something that we learned the hard way, and I really wish I knew why.
Oh, go for it.
But here we go.
Joy.
In my hometown, one of the places, as strange as it sounds, a good place to get a meal is Brahms, which is normally an ice cream place, right? Well, they have a grill. They serve burgers that are actually really good. The fries are really good. It's a really good place to get lunch on the reasonable cheap. There's only one problem. In certain neighborhoods, the staff is entirely one color. In every one of the goddamn ones in my hometown, and I wish I was kidding, I've been to almost all of them in the Metroplex area, although this was about 10 years ago, so it's been a while since I've been there. Every last one of them, if they've got a permatan, your order is going to take about 50% longer to get to you. It will always be correct, but you will be really hungry by the time you fucking get there. On the flip side, if they're all lacking a permanent tan, your order will get there pretty quick, but it's a little like gambling. You might get it right. So, are you in a hurry, or do you want it correct?
I just have to say, I've been to Brahms, and it's about as expensive as another place. And just to start this statement before I say it, I'm not a fan of the most related woman to this place. She is a terrible person and should probably be gassed more than I am.
Guys,
But Five Guys is a wonderful place to get food.
Five Guys is fucking delicious.
Oh yeah, Five
It
Guys
is, and it's got this like.
amazing.
Oh
it's-
my God, they're fries! You get so many fries.
And the fries are great, and the food is good. It's a greasy spoon personified, and there's nothing funnier than my wife coming up to me and going, "Let's go get some Five Guys." I hate to say it, I'm a child. I giggle every goddamn time she does it.
Oh, just try saying that to somebody who is directly related to you. I have had to tell my mother that we are not going to go to what was it? That fucking chicken place that hates the gays.
Very.
Chick-fil-A?
Oh, you mean
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is
We're
good.
not going to Chick-fil-A. We're going to get Five Guys. And I always forget to say, we're going to Five Guys, the restaurant. I always say, we're going to get Five Guys, and she always shakes her head and laughs. This is my mother.
After a while, my wife just sort of rolls with it and goes, "Yeah, I'd like to get some Five Guys in my mouth." I'm like, "All right, let's go do this."
Statistically,
So,
you cannot fit 5 guys in your mouth. It doesn't matter how fucking big your mouth is.
What if you go
got
out
a
for
big mouth
Chinese?
and those guys are Asian?
The top trending hashtag on Twitter right now is Veterans for Kaepernick.
Okay, you're gonna have to expand on that.
Okay, okay, I think Red Robot understands. Chris, okay, fucking,
that spoiled little brat who decided I'm not going to stand up for the national anthem, isn't he?
yes, Colin Kaepernick is a football player who decided that he's not going to stand for the national anthem because Black Lives Matter.
What?
Literally his reason.
Yeah, he won't
God
stand for a
damn it.
country with his racial injustice.
Yeah,
in
and
his
now,
own words.
and now some apparently extremely cucked veterans are defending him.
Yeah.
That's
I
just
mean, now, from a point of view of, yeah, that's his right if he wants to do it, but it is cowardly, stupid, and grossly dishonest. This guy makes more in 1 year than I might ever make in my entire life, and he has the balls to say that this country is racist and horrible. I'm sorry, aren't you the little shit who was raised by a white couple? And are so rich that you can sneeze out my annual income and not even think about it? Jesus Christ.
yeah, go cry in your
Yes,
stacks
it's
of
such a
money.
horrible racist place.
I don't know. What brings the question up? Anyone gambling on what's going to happen next? Another Black Lives Matter riot, or another terrorist attack in Paris?
In
Can I
France?
roll
What
I
is
roll
it
the
with
dice for another
France,
fake hate
man?
crime? I want to put 50 on another fake hate crime.
Fake hate crime.
Ooh, it's
what
been
do
a
you
while
mean?
since we've had.
Well, yeah, it's been a while. That's why I'm saying that the odds are we're gonna, because you know the hate crimes that have been faked. I mean, like a good 100 or so in the last
swastika.
year. Yeah, like
Just-
the poop
just
swastika
the poop
and
swastika.
crap like that. Yeah. Or the ladies that claimed that some white girl beat them up on the bus when the footage showed that they were the one beating her. Yeah,
Can we just honestly have a brief conversation about bringing back crucifixion as a method of execution? I mean, really?
Hey, look, honestly, if it were up to me, executions would be done with a 45 and call it a day. But it's not up to me, so it would be.
If it was up to me, we would not have executions. What we would do is we'd take the perpetrator and the victim, and if the victim's dead, then the victim's family, and just let them do whatever they fucking want to that guy.
Trial
And
by
if-
combat. Let the gods decide.
And
Sorry.
if they decide to kill him too quick, we actually revive him so they can have another shot.
Defib. You know, there's a chance you wouldn't be able to revive him. Like, if they just tear his head off, you can't defib him back to life.
Oh no! They killed another gorilla. Bantu is dead. We're building an army of zombie gorillas. Goddammit!
They don't fucking respawn. But yeah, I mean, think about it. You take crucifixion and you bring it back, and then you televise that shit. At least, at the very least,
better
it'd
to
be
do the Running
incredibly
Man.
entertaining.
That'd be funnier.
Yeah, but then there's a possibility that, like, the Schwarzenegger person coming and actually screwing everything up and revealing how corrupt Hillary is again.
No one would care. They don't right now.
I know they don't now, but still. It'd
I
be
kid you not,
annoying
the way
to
that
hear.
things are right now. Hillary could stab someone live on national TV, and they would find some way to blame it on the poor bastard who got stabbed.
Yeah, no.
Crucifixion. It's a good plan. Just nail him to a cross.
No, where you guys have gotten to politics is they no longer even lie about doing the crime. They just outright say, yeah, they might have done it, but we're not going to charge them.
Pretty much.
Hmm.
Like, at least
Uh-oh,
our
we put
politicians
Terrence
still
to sleep.
lie about being honest.
Do they really? Does Trudeau really lie about being honest?
Who doesn't lie about being honest? I mean, I never do, but I'm sure some people do. I mean, you know, I'm an honest guy most of the time, as long as the internet downloads don't count,
Wow.
which I contend are justified because I'm broke.
I'm actually fairly honest.
Yeah,
You would say that you're
I can, but
Canadian?
I'm reasonably honest. Oh, Anti-Sleeper says Hillary would stab the fucker, turn to the camera, and say a sniper got him. And Chris Matthews would be like, yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, so I just tweeted this. An idiot football player who faces none of the negatives produced by Black Lives Matter should stick to football. Like, is he okay? But like he's not going to stand for the national anthem to in solidarity with silenced Black Americans. Is he going to not take his paycheck in solidarity with the poor? How about that?
Why don't we just
How
have
many $1,000 a second does he make? Does this idiot understand the average, not just Black American, but the average poor person in general? No, he fucking doesn't. This dude doesn't face any of the negative results produced by Black Lives Matter.
Well, someone made a fried chicken joke once, and he was very hurt and very angry, so he's not standing.
No, he would have.
Can
I have it. He has the fucking chicken.
Oh my god, you guys, this is the best
He
decision.
actually did
The
it.
best decision ever.
Danny, play some
Ooh.
sexy music while you
Hang
eat that.
Wow, let me just.
Thank you. That was a brilliant decision. Whoever came up with that.
I agree.
There it is.
It probably is.
Hey Danny, you know how I know you don't live in a real country?
How?
Because it's daytime where you are.
I have to
Yeah.
point out, you also have a really damn good McChicken. They put that shit in a box.
They don't for you guys?
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I
Or
want to see.
wrapper.
Wait, hold on. I want to see what a New Zealand McChicken looks like. Let me see this thing.
A fucking McChicken. It looks like a McChicken. I mean, I've destroyed it now, but that's what it looks like.
It looks pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
They
chicken.
just put it in a box.
Your guys' doesn't come in the box?
No, it comes in a wrapper. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
And honestly, it lets you fit more of the little fuckers in the bag. I'm perfectly happy to have it in the wrapper.
Yeah, that
Are you presenting
far
me to
better
everyone?
than the McChickens I get.
Yeah. This is important. This needs to be documented. Mm.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Someone
Oh,
is
it's
joking
something
off
like a
this, I
paper
guarantee.
sleeve.
For posterity.
I don't know if it's me lagging out or something else, but God. Oh no, my.
Yeah, somebody's
I'm
rubbing one out to
fucking
this.
up.
It's fantastic.
If you can hear me, I will be right back. I have
And
to.
apparently it's
I have
orange.
to reload.
All right.
This is probably the greatest stream in history now.
Glad I was a part of it. It's amazing. I get to be a part of
Reload the thing. It's not
history.
working. Hang on.
There you go.
What was the greatest stream ever? Was it about politics? Was it about the secret of life? No. We were watching a fucking New Zealander eating goddamn McChicken. It was glorious. I mean, he was an amazing fellow. He had this halo of light from the window behind him, and it looked like he hadn't touched a brush in weeks.
I haven't.
Nor a razor.
I'm not sure I own a brush.
Oh my god. I didn't mean that to be literal, asshole. Oh, oh, Terrence Crosby wants you to let the mayo dribble off your chin.
I think I've eaten all the mayo-iest bits of that. I don't know if it's gonna. If it's
Oh.
like I don't know if I have dribbling quantities yet anymore.
Oh well, that's.
Yeah, I know. That was a money shot though. You know, you missed them. I should have thought that.
You have to get extra mayo on it all the time.
See, the thing is, if you're gonna put on the sweet and sour sauce, I would not get the mayo because I don't think those would mix well.
Oh, they do though.
Oh no.
That doesn't sound very good.
No, but
It
I will
doesn't.
tell you, if you get the McDoubles, you just get a side of the spicy mustard. It's fucking amazing.
Well, if you guys have the snack burgers, right?
Oh, God.
They're not quite.
So
the full
I'm
burger.
back.
Hey, Orange.
Yeah. Apparently, him eating the McChicken was so awesome that it crashed me.
Your computer jizzed. Could have had a McGangbang. See, that's a stream that you want to make where everybody in the stream suddenly breaks out the McChicken and just starts eating it.
Yeah.
Of course, you'd need a camera for that, and let's face it, no one wants to see me eat a McChicken.
Everyone wants to see me in McChicken, don't you, chat?
Apparently so.
It's okay. No. Nobody wants.
I don't know. Last I heard, Red didn't come equipped with the webcam.
His face is front and center right now. By the way, eating. The sad part
Hair's not
This
messy
is-
enough yet.
it's like he's
Oh, he just dripped on
got
himself. Good job.
Oh, it's all over me. I'm so sticky.
God damn it, no. Oh. Memories of the book. Son of a bitch.
Tell me about it.
Oh my brain.
Food-based cam whore. That's a sad thing. That's one thing that dawned on me. There are people who just eat stuff on YouTube, and they probably have more subscribers and more viewers than any of us.
Oh my
Sad.
brain.
Danny, crinkle the wrapper, but the mic do ASMR.
Too hard. Slow down.
McChicken ASMR.
Slow down. I want to go on longer. Ah.
Danny do shop McChicken ASMR. I like it. It's a good thing.
That McChicken raped me. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. I need to make a video sometime soon, but I'm on vacation, so I'll have to do it later. But I thought what we ought to do is the guy who that some lady came up and just tried to get his name so I guess so she could dox him or whatever. And he's like, I'm Hugh Mungus. I have a project for that. I think would be glorious. Because what I would want to do is basically make a video and encouraging everyone to do 3 things. If you're going to go out in public and possibly run into this sort of person, memorize a pseudonym, and then memorize the address and phone number for your local ACLU chapter. And when they ask, "What's your name?" I'm Tyler Durden. My phone number is this. My address is this.
No,
Go ahead,
I'm
knock yourself
Spartacus.
out. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly where I was going. Is no, I'm Spartacus. I'm Tyler Durden. Whatever. Whatever you want to go with. But give them the address for the American Civil Liberties Union and let them kind of run into that brick wall. Or whatever your favorite charity. Anyone you want to get that call about. Oh, hey, I'm going to harass you. Oh, really? Oops. Coughing shit. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think that would be a fun PSA to hand out and go, hey, you're going to get involved in activism or even get around it? Now's a good time to get your pseudonym and address and phone number ready because some dipshit is going to try this on you. Because I get this feeling that's going to be the new tactic of trying to get you to slip and give up your personal information so then they can harass you. Because that's exactly what she was going for. Hey, what's your name? What's your name? What's your real name? And then when that didn't work, she tried to pretend that he harassed her.
Oh God, hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Okay.
What's up, Orange?
Okay. So I keep crashing, so we're gonna have to call the show finally.
That's okay.
Oh,
We
okay.
got the important bit in.
We did.
This is true. Everybody has now had the opportunity to fap to Danny eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
Tell me what it
We've
tastes like,
achieved
Danny.
McChicken.
Hey guys, look, I made a custom lower third. What do you think?
The customer.
Are you trying to say something?
What? Well, I mean, it does have my Patreon logo in it, so give shekels. But other than
Yeah.
that, no.
Well, at least at the other end you didn't put a McChicken, because I feared that this is going to become a thing now.
I'm gonna do that. Holy shit! I'm gonna make one of those, and it's gonna have a YouTube, Patreon, and just a picture of McChicken.
Danny, you chicken.
What did you do? You put the Twitter logo.
I wish I was rich enough to-
between a couple of buns. You just put the Twitter logo between a couple of buns.
Twitter. Sounds like we need to make Twitter.
McTwitter.
Anybody else ever wonder why Twitter is so popular with black people? Like,
Because it's popular.
Twitter.
Emojis.
Because 140 characters is perfect for Ebonics.
I don't know. I was thinking Twitter might be a little at risk for being fried.
What?
For what?
Getting fried.
Getting fried.
I don't get it.
Never mind.
Because it's fried chicken and the Twitter's a bird.
Oh, God, I'm stupid. Damn.
So how many megahertz is that processor you have there, Red Robot?
Oh, well, here's the problem. Here's the thing. Here's the reason why I'm such an idiot. I have a fantastic processor. I am objectively, from various sorts of tests that people trust, I'm a smart guy. However, it's like having a really good processor and a really fucking unreliable hard drive. Sure, I can think of all kinds of things, but I won't remember shit. So he makes the fried reference, and my brain goes fried. For some reason, my brain goes fried. What does fried mean? Oh, drug reference. But that doesn't make a lot of sense. Huh. And so it sits there, turning over, trying to figure out another use of the word fried that has something to do with the bird. And for some reason, it never draws up fried chicken. That's how my brain works, folks.
So the platters in that hard drive are just fucking grinding. Like,
Do you remember those really old hard drives that are about 5 foot high and weigh, a couple 100 pounds to get you 2 megabytes?
they're like the size of a fucking room.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I have between my ears.
Poor guy.
Well, remember, I was designed in the 70s. I'm 44 years old, so yeah, consider that. No wonder nothing works. It's a miracle I don't shut down.
All right, folks. Statement.
What? I like Chinese. No, seriously, I really do.
I'm
I
lagging.
like Chinese food so much. Go on.
Chinese
I-
food's only good when it's next to a pet shop.
Danny's Cam Horry again.
Yep.
Yes. What's he eating?
He's eating.
Sunday. I got it with my McChicken.
Danny, that is so good.
Now, see, what you need to do is just put a little bit of that the little ice cream on the side of your lip and just look into the camera and go, "I love you."
I love you.
Oh crap! I'm sorry, that killed me right there. Oh damn.
All right.
That was
I think
glorious. Thank you.
I
All
think
right, that was my closing statements.
And that was mine too.
All right. Thanks for having me there, Orange.
Bye.
Au revoir, arrivederci, aloha, sayonara.
Don't worry, it's not going to go off live here anytime. Because Orange's computer won't.
Thing open, and it is this. Hear me? Am I still here, son of a bitch?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear
you. It's just very broken up.
Nobody's
Maybe
gonna
this is a
answer
good
me.
time to end the stream.
Fucking with me at this point, aren't you? Buddy.
We can hear you. Sort of.
Yeah, that was. I was saying arguments. Anything else you want to say?
Nope, I'm good.
Nope.
Said it.
Fucking weather.
Some to me!
It. Anything in closing, people?
Back to the side chat.
Good arguments.
Oh, fuck it. Good night.
And we're still live.
Just close the stream. Jesus Christ.